is a men's Wargames match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, Wargames officially begins. The match can only be won by pinfall. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. Now, let the Wargames begin!
The WWE Universe is on its feet for the American Nightmare.
Despite knowing that he's got a huge target on his back, Cody is still pumped up. Well, that's because Cody has worked his entire life to reach this point. Rhodes is extremely comfortable taking heavy fire.
Introducing first, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes!
There is perhaps no greater challenge than the one this man is about to face. Wargames, one of the most brutal contests a superstar could find themselves in.
And he has plenty of cause for concern because shortly after that bell rings, he'll find himself outnumbered. He has to be prepared for an onslaught like no other. Does he stand his ground and try to fight it? Or give his opponents the runaround until help arrives?
Well, he's got 2 rings worth of room to work with. But in Wargames, there are no easy answers or surefire solutions.
And from Blood Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Big Bronson Reed!
Gentlemen, this Wargames match has just become bigger.
Bronson Reed stepping foot in Wargames once more with a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, Bronson Reed very nearly won Wargames in the past with a massive tsunami off the top of the cage through a table. But his opponents moved and Reed suffered a debilitating injury. Well, the bad news is Reed is healed, Reed is angry, and Reed is looking to redeem himself in this Wargames match.
Wargames, famously the brainchild of the great Dusty Rhodes. You have to wonder if these superstars are looking to honor his legacy in this match.
If you mean his legacy of punishment, then absolutely. Look, Dusty was no stranger to finding innovative ways to destroy his opponent, and he really broke the mold with this idea. I fully expect these superstars to push past every limit they have. Anything less is misunderstanding the assignment.
And Reed with a counter. Wow.
European uppercut. Got the leg and
Piercing elbow drop.
tendons and ligaments in the leg can be easily damaged by that. Lands in the drop zone. Bam!
Looks like the nerves have settled a bit. Now these teams can keep their eyes on the long game.
Absolutely. This is where entrance order becomes incredibly important, especially during the stretches of a numbers disadvantage.
And now Reed is under immense pressure.
Rhodes is unloading offense here.
Now Perch measuring the distance from the top of the cage, about to risk it all.
Oh my God! Holy hell! That was unbelievable. Taking insane risks to try to secure a win. What a cage match this has turned into.
And that holds Cody back.
And Bronson puts a quick stop to the momentum that was mounting against him.
Yeah, Reed able to stop that surge dead in its tracks.
Cody Rhodes is just having his way here.
Yeah, Reed's defensive instincts need to kick in.
And the balance of power is about to shift with this upcoming entrant. Moving onto the top turnbuckle.
This is not going to end well. Oh, loves this.
Inverted superplex.
And you have to think the effects of that maneuver are going to linger.
And Reed moves out of the way. Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in.
Oh, a knee. Lights out.
Right across the back of the neck.
Belly-to-belly suplex.
Oh!
Got out of there at the perfect time. He came crashing down into a perilous position between the two rings.
Drop. Counter. Saw it coming. Cody.
Pedigree. One face-off applied into the final cut.
Lining up their opponent for a... Oh, knee drop.
Woo!
Delivers the bulldog.
Moonsault!
Oh, the clothesline. Breaker can't seem to get out of harm's way.
There's incredible impact with every maneuver Cody delivers.
Things will get back to an even playing field with the next entrant.
No, fly with the moonsault.
Sorely needed reinforcements about to arrive. Let's see what kind of impact they have.
Four-buster. Even to the teams and looking under the ring for a little extra insurance.
Ooh, saw it coming and got an elbow for the trouble.
The teams are squared up, but he doesn't think that's enough, apparently.
Clearly knows the damage that has been done with the opposing team's numbers advantage and knows that bringing in a weapon can be the ultimate equalizer.
Running bulldog. An impressive sequence from Cody.
Every form of offense Breaker attempts is being neutralized. Nice suplex.
Boom! Good defense from him.
It looks like he's stopping his play. Only one thing in mind. He's in a bad way, but still has something left in the tank.
He's able to avoid heavy contact.
He just got sent flying into the opposite ring.
With a swift elbow to the gut. Can Reed come back from that?
The holding cage has been open, and we're about to see a bit of a handicap match here, gentlemen.
Good defense there.
Under the apron now, looking to step the odds even higher in this.
Will Breaker finish things now?
That'll knock the wind out of him.
And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need.
Oh, strong impact. I can can see up to the rafters, and there's not a single person sitting down.
What an environment this is. All eyes are glued on this battle.
Holding the table with surprising accuracy.
Foot just stomping down. Gosh, what impact.
Connects the fist to the face. Great counter.
Final cut.
Perfectly Rhodes has his opponent. There's crossroads. That might have knocked Breaker out for good.
You saw the original. Director's cut. Ooh, nasty shot to the throat. The bionic elbow. Ooh, looking helpless right now. Oh, ouch. Down with the bulldog.
Usually throwing back like that. Gets rejected.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence. Every person in this capacity crowd is on their feet.
And with good reason. These superstars are earning all of their respect.
And here we go. They're on a mission to save the day and won't be stopped.
Is Zoe closing this out?
Swing for the fences.
Times his defense perfectly.
Ooh, a vicious shot right to the dome. What now?
We know what's coming next.
What more can be done at this point?
He's getting fired up now.
Really feeding off this crowd. Will Sammy recover? Caught with that forearm. Arms hooked.
Double underhook slam. Oof, taking a swing straight to the face. Back to Rhodes.
Rhodes has his opponent. Rhodes just turned the lights out.
Arm wringer. Right hand will counter.
Ooh, headbutt from the rear. Super kick.
Countdown's on to get ready because this will give one team a greater number of combatants. Fist directly to the gut. Brought in ring. Unleashed from the cage and being to give their team an edge in the match. Mcintyre turns things around.
And I don't like it, but in Wargames, a one-sided brawl is all perfectly legal. Lining up the road now, and he's got some crazy
Lift off. And that was a hell of a combination we just witnessed.
Does that finish Sammy off?
Looks up their opponent.
Sidewalk slam delivered. My goodness, using that arm to put side in the grave. McIntyre with his opponent seated on that top rope and about to join. What is
Meanwhile, we have Sami Zayn. No doubt, Sami just ended this. Contact. Stumbling to his feet.
He might just be rising to meet his end here.
dreaded Frankenstein? McIntyre looking to close out this matchup.
pure instinct.
Rear super kick.
Nasty. Avoids the attack.
And bad fortunes there for the typically indomitable McIntyre.
We don't often see it get taken into contact like this. The question is, what will this guy's willing to do to respond?
Super kick. Here we go.
Identifying the targets.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
For dear life. Here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Sami Zayn. All the way to class.
Here are your winners. The team of Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso.
They came, they fought, they survived. Ladies and gentlemen, your War Games winners.
Throughout the course of this match, we saw a dramatic power struggle play out inside the cage. It was brutal. It was grueling. But in the end, there was only one team left standing.
What a win.